Good morning, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mark and today we are on day 22 of drawing things from a jar. And our thing for today is... hold on. So our thing for today is drum roll please. Penguin. Pingu, Pingu. So you know that show, Pingu. We're drawing Pingu today. But before we do, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the bell to get notified of every upload I do. That really helps in the whole algorithm of things, and let's start today. So let's begin our drawing for today. We got a reference on Unsplash of these two penguins, and today I think I'll just place them here. We're going to try to paint today, and I think I'll do a different approach to painting. I'll start with the background, then slowly make my way towards the front. So since we're here today, I changed my shortcuts again on my pen. So the right is right click. I know I used this before, so this is interesting. Okay, interesting. So I'm going to get my brush, get a paint brush, I think, and then let us use, what's this? So wet bristles, dry, hard, smooth. I still don't know what these pens do. Let's go with the wet. Very slow, very slow. So I think because of that, let's change to, really like this one. This is the large smooth. Yeah, I enjoy this more than the other. It has some opacity, I think, or pressure sensitivity, because I'm seeing if I go over the area once again, things start happening. Gets a little bit darker in some areas, which we'll use to our advantage. We might sketch a bit, but I'm not sure. I don't really know what to say today. I think I need another layer in the back for the clouds and the sky. Let's do that. Maybe erase a bit of the horizon over here. So how you guys doing? Today is a beautiful Tuesday. Some big things coming up. I'm almost done with setting up the Discord, and by almost done I mean I started again this morning, and there's some things I still do not understand or fully grasp. It's okay. I think I need to launch it and not think about things I'm not yet, and not wait for it to be perfect or it to be of use to us. So hopefully by the end of the day, I will have set it up for anyone who would like to join the Discord. I'll be putting it in the description. If you find it in the video description of today's video, it means that I am done, at least for now. So if you want, you can start sharing your art with me and with anyone else who decides to join our server. And I hope we have loads of fun together on that server. So I see this is a Blender textured soft. I've never used this. Let's see what this does. I want my clouds to be like really puffy but out of sight. I'm also trying not to be like really realistic with this. So I think from the background, the next thing should be the ground. Let's put that in. Let me start with this first. Actual ground to begin with. You can add some of those textured bits slowly. I'm going to erase some of this. Then let's do the rocks. So today everything is it's basically on its own layer, and we can refine it a bit later in our drawing using my K and J keys to go lower in value. The same color but the different value, especially for some of these shadows. Oops. Then probably now is when I can come in a darker rock shadow, kind of sketch in where the rocks are actually terminating. Still the same brush, but at a smaller size. And I thought this was a penguin drawing, just drawing rocks. We have a hint of blue at the top here because of the reflection of the sky and the water. And I am pretty sure most of this won't even be seen because the penguins will be on it. But we have a motto on this channel. And that motto is, that's okay, that's fine, doesn't even bother me. So we only have 9 days left, and I've been thinking about what I want to do after. I know I told you guys about I need to study anatomy, and I will, or I am actually. But I think we're going to change a bit more from just drawing. This is another art form I am very, very interested in, and I hope it does not alienate some of you, because I really want to try some things in Blender. Don't know if that's of any interest to any of you. I want to try all the apps. I've been seeing some really cool things happening in Blender. You can also draw in Blender. That's interesting. Animation sounds interesting as well. What do you guys think? It's something worth pursuing? Have you pursued or done anything in 3D? And if you did, how did it go? Because as much as this channel is about just art and the study of it, I want us to use our art for something, possibly telling stories and stuff, or maybe we'll discuss this in the Discord. Once the Discord is up, we can have these tough conversations. I think I'm wasting too much time on these rocks. Don't really have to be as detailed as I think they should be. So let's quietly move on to a different layer where we can start carving in our penguins. Have the head over here, just looking at the shape of the guy in the foreground. The thing about layers is you can do this. That is absolutely wonderful. Bring in his silhouette or her silhouette. I think this is a penguin mating pair. Don't have weird facts about penguins today. Really know them that much. Then probably let me add the other guy. Now this is the guy because he's taller. Let me put him on his own layer. Now it's time for the fun parts. Erasing and the painting, the spending way too much time in one area, the colors and all that. Let me hide her. And for this guy, let me just paint him with there. Then with this, add his color of his underbelly. This gradient going in like so. Something like that. And then more or less the same for his girlfriend over here. So currently I'm just looking at the shapes of the birds and erasing where I don't need any, and basically working on remembering the shortcuts. Let's do the flipper and then a lighter color over here. It's not really black, kind of looks like a blue, to be honest. And we have some things down here, the tail and the other leg. And then of course we have a bit of white for her underside, which some of it is showing. And you also have a flipper coming in like this. Let's extend it down and shape this side of the body. And then for our dude, he also has a flipper coming in like so. Let's make his chest a bit more over here. Need to erase some of this. Still trying to think of this as a sphere. Sun is really hot over there. And then a bit of blue mixed with white bottom, although I think we'll do this much better with the layer modes, blending modes. Yeah, so technically we're almost done. Just a bit of refinement of the birds and of the environment, and we are done. And then we spend 3 more hours on this. Okay, now I want to decrease my brush, work on these detailed parts. Shape for the back leg, which isn't really that important in today's drawing. I will try to include it anyway. And for this leg, try and refine the arm, erasing the excess paint. Some orange action going on over here. And I think our neck is a bit small compared to the reference. Our lady isn't extending her neck as far as I think she can in our painting, but it's fine. It's no biggie. Same for our dude. Dude is also not extending his neck as far as he can. Say it with me, it's fine. I'm telling myself my drawing doesn't have to be exactly like the reference, because if you want the exact reference, it's linked in the description and it exists, so you can get the exact reference if you want. The painting only exists here and now, only on this YouTube channel. Can't really see their eyes today, so I'm not quite sure what to indicate there. Fixing up this part of the neck as well as this one. We darken this part of the fin or the flipper if you like. So let me use this eraser for more fine details. I'm just noticing now that we haven't zoomed in today, which is kind of cool. So my basic approach to this for the day was like, I'm thinking of this as a piece of paper. You can't zoom in to a piece of paper. We do the same to sharpen our guy, and probably with the best brush in the world, we can do some other stuff. I don't know what that stuff is. You'll find out. Just want to define the curves a bit slightly. Nothing too drastic. Blend some of these. Then I think I'll put everything into a group. Collapse this group. Duplicate it. Hide the original. Merge that. Now everything is in one layer. Oh, I think that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Let me do the ocean. Go with the, what kind of brush do we need? Need a paint brush. I think I'll go with the wet textured. Let's do that. On a layer on top of the sea. Select this dark color. First do basically the same thing we did. And I think I'll do this blue. Blend that. Still going. No idea what's happening. Really no clue. Okay, so that happened. So I'm going with a really dark one now. Dark color, so we can get these sort of flecks of the water, the shadows of the water. Here it's really complicated for me because I don't want to use predictable strokes. I think I said before, the human mind has a tendency to look for patterns in things. So you want these strokes to be really random, just like the waves on the sea. This should be the ocean. With this color, go a bit lighter, more desaturated, and also smaller on the brush. Try to get the specular things on the surface of the water. And this is why I need a water brush, which I did have. Why is Photoshop so expensive? Though I could always get Photoshop in illegal ways, I have changed my ways. I don't want to be a software thief in 2023. And Krita is actually very, very good. Seeing back here, we can't really see the specularity stuff. I'm going to erase the ones which are in the farthest distance over there. Try to add more shadow here. And maybe, just maybe, like a white, small white, and do a bit of this. And then even darker in some areas. This is a part where I confess I have no idea what I'm doing. Just trying to feel out if this will work. And it's looking like water. And with our selection tool, I'm going to do this so I can come in, erase that. So we have our ocean layer, merge those, rename this to sea. I think the sky is okay. And this is the sand. How do we make the sand more sandy? No idea. Also, this is a time where I tell you we have spent 50 minutes so far. We have something that we can see. Let's like zoom out. Look at that. Like from that distance, it looks like it's a copy of the photograph. So it means we've done something. We've actually done something. That's too much. So for the sand, I think the sand's okay. It's not much I can do here. And I think I'm ruining it anyway. This needs random flecks here and there. This is a wet brush, so we're getting some variable things happening. So I think I'll leave that as that. Now for the rock, what do I do? Try and define some forms. And here it's almost like I am drawing with this brush. I need to get this crack, rid of some of this edge. And this is just one rock out of I don't know how many. So that's one. And do a bit more for this one. The sand is almost covering this up. And I've fused two of these rocks. So that's what's happening over there. Then we have a shadow for this one, which isn't even close to the original reference, but we have something like that. And then I need a corner for this rounded stone and to use the colors to blend it so you can get a nice round shape. Also being touched by some sunlight. It's going slowly. Not trying to rush today. Actually, I'm even surprised we've come this far in only 50 minutes. So from my drawing, you can tell this is a totally different rock from the reference. Also guys, in case I've never let you know, it's really strange drawing with a mic in your face. Feels like I'm looking You know how short people like drive, so as they're driving they're like looking over the bonnet. Some people call it the hood of the car. They really want to see what's happening. Yeah, that's how I'm looking at my drawings when I draw with this particular setup, because my voice is low, so the mic has to be in front of my mouth, but also part of it is in my eye line slightly. So for some things, it's like I'm straining to see. But it's okay. It's okay. I can see. It's okay. I don't know about these other guys in the background. I feel like we can actually draw them if we want. But also, I don't want. I want to and I also don't want to. Some sand on top of some of these. Let me try and do some sand magic. Need a white this corner, white for this corner, white for this rock. Let's go a bit brighter on that sand. Add some of it here between these cracks. Bright, dark, just tapping it in. So let's try to make the rocks a little less perfect and possibly erase. I'm erasing with watercolor or the color of the water to be more understood. Erase that rock, erase some of this. This is where that penguin in the reference is sleeping. Erase some of that, erase some of this. Actually, we can erase most of this and try and do some magic water tricks down here. Sorry. So we have that, which I don't think is bad for a non-environment artist. Baby steps. So let's do this, merge, and then can group this and call this group background. So here we have the penguins. This is our dude. So for this guy, Control Shift G or Command Shift G so that we can have a mask. Make this multiply. And I'm going to use the color of the water as our masking color. And I'll use the airbrush for our shadows. Or maybe not. Maybe let's go darker than that. Yes. Something like this. Still has a hint of blue, not too much. Our shadows over there. Maybe something here. Do the same for his girlfriend. Multiply. And this one is really dark. So I'll go a darker blue. Then shadows for these folds. And something here for the shoulder. Little bits over here. Maybe erase some of the mask down here. And do we need some light? I don't think we do. I think I need to erase this. As far as the lights, maybe. So let me add another layer. Alpha lock it, or whatever this is. Lock alphas. I don't know what it's called in Clip Studio. Then I can do bright highlight on the beak. Is it working? Yeah, let's use this screen mode. It's called addition here. More addition, and I'll paint in that small light in this area. So I have something like that. And I think we're done. Probably with the dude. Just need to erase just a bit of him, the underside. Yep. We're done. We're done for the day. Hallelujah. So here's our thing. And I think I really like it. I enjoyed today actually. This painting is nice, very nice. Let me save it because I have not saved it. A21, 22 actually. Yeah, a few differences. You can see that my penguins are a bit chunky, short and chunky. The references are taller. Their necks are also longer and extended more. Mine are just meh, and not about that extending neck life. We erased their friends because they're not helping us today. Our rocks, we need help on the rocks. But again, I'm not an environment dude, so it's no biggie. And I kind of like the water. Let's zoom out and see how it looks. Basically twins. Those two pictures, basically twins. That's really zoomed in. Yeah, I like it, but let me know what you think. And if you like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. And we will see what we do tomorrow because the jar is unpredictable. Should we get the blank piece of paper? Let me know what you want us to draw, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. 2 thumbs up. Bye-bye.